In this latest Messages to Our Younger Selves with my guests, Melody Schoenfeld and Lee Boyce, two of the top trainers in America and North America. Lee's in Toronto. It's just too hilarious, and I hope you enjoy this because Melody's very first message is classic. Funsy thing here. Melody, let's do you first. Let's flip back and forth. Messages to my younger self. Let's see how many we can get done. I've been asking guests to maybe give me 3. Let's do 1 right now. What would be your first message to your younger self for Melody Schoenfeld? Go ahead, please.
The guy who used to threaten to kill you at the bus stop is going to ask you out to dinner over Facebook when you get older.
Oh my God. See, this is why we're doing this stuff. This is so great. That was like, I can't tell you how awesome I find this. Okay, Lee, can you top that one? I mean, that's pretty good.
Absolutely cannot top that one. However, I'm just going to choose a generic thing and say that nutrition is extremely important for your athletic potential and all that stuff, which is something that I really didn't pay enough attention to when I was younger, when I was a young sprinter and all that stuff. I was eating anything that I wanted. And not only physique wise, but also in terms of my my results and injury prevention, that all suffered because of it.
All right there, Melody. What's number 2? I don't know. How can you top that first one? But I'm sure you got something. Go ahead, please.
Don't listen to your parents. Major in music. My parents talked me out of majoring in music, and I majored in elementary education. And what I discovered was I did not want to be a teacher. But I'm still a musician on the side. So I would have had a lot better theory than I do now.
See, that's the thing with parenting. Sometimes you got to go with your gut. And if you just got a vibe for it and you're feeling good about it, but hey, messages to my younger self. That's why we do this. Lee Boyce, what's number 2 for you, my man?
My second message to myself would probably be that it's a very important thing to understand that you need to know people. And your network matters a whole lot, and building that network matters a whole lot. Now, a lot of people will say it's a cop-out to say, oh, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know and connections and blah, blah. And so, oh, yeah, you were just in the right place at the right time. Well, guess what? That's absolutely true, but it also takes a lot of work behind the scenes to make sure that you've established yourself in that place at that time so you can have that opportunity come up for you. It takes a lot of hard work in the background. And so it's a constant grind for you to make sure that you're in those places and that you have those people on your side, not to mention in your circle, but on your side, so they can vouch for you to get the opportunities that you might want.
That is a fact. I mean, you know what? Connecting with people, going to these conferences, reaching out on social, there really is no reason why that you can't reach out and let me tell you guys, if you're just listening and you're brand new to the show, if you were to reach out to either of my guests, I can virtually guarantee you that you're going to hear back from them. So don't be afraid to reach out to people because there's mentors out there. We talk about mentors all the time, getting help from people. Without all the mentors I've had in my life, I don't even know where we'd be. I don't know. All right there, Melody. You've been pretty good at this thing. Not that Lee hasn't been good at it, but yours are creative. Go ahead. What's number 3 for you?
I think probably that everything's going to be okay. Like, you're going to be all right.
That is so, you know what? That's perfect because as we're younger, the message is to our younger self. It's like, relax. It's going to be okay. The it depends comes into play, but yeah, it'll be good. Just stay straight and don't do too many drugs. I mean, coming from me, being sober July 27th this year, 25 years, I can speak from the heart, truthfully. Okay there, Mr. Boyce. What would you like to leave the listeners with your third message to my younger Lee self?
I guess that just good things do take time to happen. And if they do take a longer time to happen, it's probably for a good reason, in the sense of it'll probably be a much more well-established good thing when it comes around, that you waited for, that you built up for, that you prepared for more effectively. And like I said at the beginning of this, how I said I always want to be the youngest person in my space or in the room. That also came with wanting a lot of things prematurely that maybe I shouldn't have gone for had happened at certain times. And in some cases, when I had doors shut for it, I was glad because, in the big picture, 36 isn't that old. 25 is definitely not that old, and so on. And, you know, if you want a career to last the test of time, then it's good if certain things, you don't sort of reach your peak, so to speak, too early. And, you know, imagine like there was like, we had 2 books out or something like that by the time I was 23. Like how many people would take that as seriously? Because like, you've been in the industry for like 10 minutes, man. Like, what do you have to really share that I'm going to really benefit from, aside from a couple of fitness facts? So anyway, all that to say that sometimes just scaling things back, taking your time, and letting the process sort of unfold for itself, that's a really important thing to focus on.
We are definitely going to keep doing these. I absolutely guarantee it. The messages from our guests, Melody Schoenfeld and Lee Boyce, these are totally unscripted, fun, and hopefully bring you some messages. Everybody goes through growth. All of us. Everyone. Comment, like, you know the drill. We're growing. Thanks to you all. We appreciate you. And if we can help you, we are here. Have a great day, everybody.